Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have Sports News episode 49. So we will be covering the NHL, NFL, NBA, MLB, the Olympics, and the Gold Cup. So lots to talk about today. So we're going to dive right in and start off with the NHL. The NHL is going to investigate Sharks player Evander Kane. He's accused of betting on his own games. Blue Jackets defenseman Zach Werenski signs a 6-year, $57.5 million extension. Now that's good because he's one of the Blues' best defensemen. And Marc-Andre Fleury agrees to play for the Chicago Blackhawks. So that's it for the NHL. Let's go over to the NFL. The Giants had a brawl at practice, and quarterback Daniel Jones ended up on the bottom of the pile. Colts quarterback Carson Wentz will be out 5 to 12 weeks, so a big window after having surgery on his foot. Colts All-Pro offensive lineman Quentin Nelson is out with the same injury as Carson Wentz. So now 5 weeks puts them just before the start of the season. 12 weeks puts them at the end of October. So two big blows for the Colts. Jacob Eason could be online to start for the Colts. And Phillip Rivers he can potentially come back out of retirement and play for a team that needs him. Over to the NBA. So we have lots of NBA news because we have the NBA draft, which happened last week, and free agency has begun, so crazy news about that. So Cade Cunningham goes number 1 overall in the draft as expected. Russell Westbrook has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers receive Russell Westbrook, and the Washington Wizards get back Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and the 22nd pick in the NBA draft. So, as I just mentioned, free agency has started. There's lots of notable moves. We'll be going over most of them. Lonzo Ball is going to the Chicago Bulls on a sign and trade. His contract is 4 years, $85 million. Mike Conley agrees to re-sign with the Utah Jazz. His contract is 3 years, $72.5 million. The Mavericks re-sign Tim Hardaway Jr. His contract is 4 years, $74 million. Kyle Lowry and the Heat agree to a sign and trade. Lowry's contract is 3 years, $90 million. The Heat are also expected to re-sign Jimmy Butler to a max extension, and they have already re-signed Duncan Robinson. And the max extension for Butler would be 5 years, $182 million. And they've re-signed Duncan Robinson 5 years, $90 million. Chris Paul re-signs with the Suns after originally declining his $44 million player option for this season. He then signed with the Suns on a 4-year deal up to $120 million. Dwight Howard returns to the Lakers. Now he's presumably on a minimum salary, because he's been like that for the past few seasons, and the Lakers really don't have money to spend big on the center position. Trae Young agrees to a max extension, 5 years, could be up to $207 million. Blake Griffin agrees to a 1-year contract with the Nets. The Warriors sign Otto Porter Jr. to the minimum contract. Steph Curry and the Warriors agree to a 4-year, $215 million contract extension. And DeMar DeRozan is going to the Chicago Bulls on a sign and trade. His contract is 3 years, $85 million. So a crazy first 2 days for NBA free agency. However, those are all the notable moves up until this point. So let's go over to the MLB. So tonight the Astros and Dodgers are playing, and this is the first time the Astros return to Dodger Stadium, and the Dodgers have a full crowd. Tyler Glasnow will have season-ending Tommy John surgery. He will miss the rest of this season, as well as a good chunk of next season. Yankees pitchers Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery both test positive for COVID-19. Cole was scheduled to start today. Yankees called up prospect Luis Heel, and he made his MLB debut, going 6 scoreless innings. And another COVID-positive Brewers closer Josh Hader has tested positive. Trade deadline. So I did a video on Thursday with trade deadline news and stuff like that. I did not do anything Friday regarding the trades made Friday, and those trades on Friday: Javier Baez to the Mets, Chris Bryant to the Giants, and Craig Kimbrell to the White Sox. And the trio of former Cubs, Rizzo, Bryant, and Baez, all hit home runs on their debut, marking the first time a trio of former teammates hit a homer in their debut for a new team after being traded. So Anthony Rizzo was traded to the Yankees, and he hit a home run. Bryant and Baez both hit home runs in their debuts as well. Fernando Tatis Jr. goes on the injured list with a shoulder injury. Hopefully nothing serious for Tatis. He has missed time this season with a shoulder injury already, so hopefully he can get back on the field soon. The best teams are the Giants 67-39, the Astros 64-42, and the Brewers 64-43. The worst teams: the Rangers 39-67, the Orioles 38-67, and the Diamondbacks 33-74. Sunday night was the CONCACAF Gold Cup final between the United States and Mexico. The U.S. won the game 1-0 in extra time to win the Gold Cup. This is the second time the United States has beaten Mexico in a meaningful match. So they beat them to win the Gold Cup, and they also beat them in June to win the Nations League. Both were extremely good games. Both went to extra time. The U.S. won both. So in the Olympics, the United States women's national team loses to Canada in the semifinal. They will play Australia in the bronze medal game. The gold medal game is Canada against Sweden. I think Sweden will win the gold medal. And in the men's gold medal match, it's Brazil against Spain, and the bronze medal, it's Mexico against host nation Japan. Simone Biles withdrew from the vault, bars, and beam competitions, but she withdrew from the vault, uneven bars, and floor competitions. She competed in the beam competition and won bronze. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you for any other breaking news. Otherwise, most likely Tuesday for sports news.